Alright my friend, welcome to another video. I'm Macro from Mixing with Macro, and today I'm gonna mix from scratch a song by Uno Hype. One of my subscribers commented and wanted to see how I would handle background vocals. I actually did do a video where I tackled a lot of background vocals. It's a R&B vibe. This one is more like lo-fi kind of thing, but it has more backgrounds in it, and you'll see exactly how to pan stuff, how to make it sound nice and full, how to make it sound amazing. I'm excited to show you guys how this mix is gonna come together. Let's dive in. All right, bet. So this is the record right here. I'm just gonna play it really quick so you get some context on what we're working with.
So it won't be long. I just made a move with a shooting fall. I just made a plays, let him go. They was trying to buy me, so I speak it raw. This one for my people, say
Cool. So as you can see, there's a lot of background vocals that we got to work with. We're gonna dive really deep into how to get the vocal sounding right. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on the lead. I have a lot of other videos like that, but we're still gonna get the lead vocal right. We're gonna make sure he's popping out sounding great, but I want to make this video with emphasis on the backgrounds. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I put all his background vocals in this folder, and I just put it in there just for, you know, easy access. I'm gonna mute everything here, and now I just want to hear his main vocal.
Would you know heaven if you seen it? Roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches.
As we progress along, I'm going to A-B it, meaning I'm going to mute what we're working on here and then compare it to the original that we did to make sure that we're going in the right direction. It's always great to mix with a reference just to make sure that you're not veering off the path, because your goal is to beat the mix, sound better than the original mix. So what I like to do is deactivate all the plugins. That's the original, this yellow file right here at the top.
Would you know heaven if you seen it, bro?
All right, so when we take off all the plugins, that's what it sounds like. You barely hear anything. For this particular track, it's very lo-fi, so I want to actually lean towards not a darker sound, but something not as bright and shiny like how most like hip-hop songs are usually done. So I'm gonna put the CLA on here.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons up. For a minute it felt like falling grace, problems of my past, we've been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains, still your soul, peak the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route, man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song, still let.
Let's take off all the effects just so we can hear the vocal.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons up. For a minute it felt like falling grace, problems of my past, we've been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains, still your soul, peak the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me.
All right, so what I'm doing here, you could see that once it's hitting between -7 and -5, like that's for me a good reduction, especially when you come down the vocal for the first time. And you can change the display by using the VU meter. You can see what your input level is, your gain reduction level, and your output level.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons up.
Let's move on to the EQ. Now I already have this EQ curve here. If you've been on my channel for a little bit, you already know what this EQ curve is like.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons up. For a minute it felt like falling grace, problems of my past, we've been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains, still your soul, peak the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route, man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older.
Now we could dive deep into the mix and really get things sounding right. This is where like a vocal, like the vocal writer would come in handy to help with all these stuff that peaks out. If you want to know how I'm just turning this stuff down without cutting and using the, you know, the clip gain fader here, I'm just holding Control Shift and I'm scrolling. So my compressor isn't just jumping
Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still let you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long.
Cool. We're not gonna spend too much time on that. It's not like too crazy. Just want to get that out the way.
I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself.
Cool, that sounded pretty good. Now the RVox, all right? No, if you watch my Mix from Scratch videos, and this is a great example of every song is different, every situation is different, every vibe is different. Once you understand EQ and compression, you can literally mix and match EQs, mix and match compressors, and get your vocal sounding right. You feel me? How I can just pop in a CLA, get the vocal sounding right, then do my EQ, and then you realize that, all right, well, if I'm already controlling the vocal with this plugin right here, then let's see what it sounds like when you pop in the settings that I normally use.
I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still let you right or wrong if you leave. Some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons. For a minute it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains. Still your soul, Pete the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back.
It sounds better without it, so we're not gonna use that. Let's activate that plugin.
Some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons.
Okay, so I already like the sound of my R compressor.
Some ashes, I'm a phoenix, cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons. For a minute it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains. Still your soul, Pete the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives.
All right, so instead of the RVox, I'm gonna put this EQ before this compressor. Let's see what it would sound like if we put this compressor before our EQs.
The leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons. For a minute it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains. Still your soul, Pete the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still let you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long.
Sounding clean already. All right, bet. So look, I like the compression coming for the EQ. Now we can hear what we EQ in. Now this is our curve on the EQ here. I'm just gonna switch this out really quick. You could use the EQ that's already on there if that's all you have. You don't have to like use the EQs that I'm using. I like this one because it's not gonna color the audio too much, because we're getting some color from the compressor, and we're also getting color from CLA2A. When I say color, all I mean is that the tone is a little bit different.
The leeches in my bag, but this ain't demons. For a minute it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days, spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, ball and chains. Still your soul, Pete the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still let you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. Pete the vein, please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still let you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long.
So I'm at 3.5K just to get some of that harshness out. I'm not gonna dip any of this out like I usually do because we already have this EQ serving that purpose.
Beat the vein, please don't pull me down. Might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me, watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. I just made a move with it soon fall.
Cool, so we got that. And usually after my EQ and compression, I go to my de-essing. All right, so this de-esser will serve the function of what, not this de-esser, actually this de-esser serve the function of what this is doing right here. I'm not gonna be redundant and do it again here because, you know, we're just gonna be dipping out more character out of the vocal.
My back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long.
So we got the de-essing popping right there. All right, cool. Now all we've done so far is EQ and compression, and we already got a vocal sound really fire.
Would you know heaven if you seen it, bro? So
and I'm mixing at a really low level. Like in my headphones, it's coming in very, very low. I'm not blasting it because when you blast things, your ears tend to tense up, and you don't want your ears to tense up. You want to be hearing very clearly.
Cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't even so. For a minute, it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, balling chains. Still your soul, beat the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me, watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong. If you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. I just make
cool. We got the vocal set up with the EQ and compression, right? We got a little bit of de-essing going. Now what I'm doing is sweetening the vocal. I'm adding good frequencies in it and sound nice and clean and clear like we all want it.
Would you know heaven if you seen it? Roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't even so. For a minute, it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, balling chains. Still your soul, beat the vein. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me, watch my back, watch myself.
All right, now let's compare it with the OG.
Beat the veins, please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me, watch my back, watch myself, watch they motives. I've been
now let us enable our effects.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't even so. For a minute, it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't even so. For a minute, it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, balling chains. Still your soul, beat.
Let's compare it.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't even so. For a minute, it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling souls, balling chains. Still your soul, beat the veins. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground.
We got it rolling. We haven't even touched the backgrounds yet. The backgrounds are still at the level that I had it in from the original. So now we're gonna actually focus on the backgrounds.
You seen it, roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Path for all the leeches, but this ain't even so. It felt like falling grace. Past, we been parted ways.
We got all these backgrounds to work with. Some of them are panned certain ways and all that. Okay, now I'm going to pan everything to the center. All right, cool. Pan everything to the center, and then we're just gonna build it from there. and then mute everything. Now when it comes to backgrounds, what I like to do, my process that helps me stay organized, is to build the backgrounds on one layer at a time. Some artists might give you just 2 stacks, some artists gives you like 7 or 8 stacks, like what Uno got here. What I did is mute everything, and then I'm going to unmute and start building from there. So as the song progresses, we unmute, and then we're going to make decisions where we want to pan things.
Problems of my past, we've been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling soul, ball and chain. Still your soul, Pete the veins. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud.
Let's just take this doubler out for now and pan everything left.
Just hit the ground, let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route, man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch their motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong, if you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. Wrong, before me, I see you soon, won't be long. I just problems of my past, we've been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling soul, ball and chain. Still your soul, Pete the veins. Please don't pull me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route, man. My nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch their motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong, if you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. Bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch their motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong, if you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. I just made a move with this shit fall. I just made a play. Bigger and my mother getting older. Tell me watch my back, watch myself, watch their motives. I've been feeling closer to closure, did it through song. Still love you right or wrong, if you leave before me, I see you soon, won't be long. I just made a problems of my past, we been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, ball and chain, Pete the veins. Might just hit the ground, fly, proud, different route. If you getting bigger.
The goal here is to still make that lead vocal pop and have all the background vocals supported. All right, so the first 2 sets of vocals, we have them pan left and right? So you got one going left and right. So if you would just solo these 2.
You know heaven if you seen it. I'm a phoenix for all the leeches, but this ain't even so. It felt like falling grace.
Thing with backgrounds, like you have to, you got to make sure that you're having them aligned. That's where I would do vocal line, because he has like, he's saying these little words before it. As you can see, like there's no words here. You still want it to sound cool.
Phoenix for all the leeches. This ain't even so. It felt like falling grace. We been parted ways. Darkest days, ball of flame, ball and chain, Pete the veins. Hit the ground, nigga fly, let me.
Yeah, let's make that the loudest. Let's hear it in context.
Would you know heaven if you seen it? Roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Cut the path for all the leeches in my bag, but this ain't me. For a minute it felt like falling grace. Problems of my past, we've been parted ways. Help me through my darkest days. Spinning on this ball of flame, selling soul, ball and chain. Still your soul, Pete the veins.
Okay, cool. So that sounds awesome. All right, so, and then we still have this one pan to the left, right? So hold on, let's pan this a little bit to the center, like just do the 50%. Actually, let's do like around 65%. And I'm making these panning decisions just based on how everything is. So imagine you got the sphere, you got the vocal down the middle, then you got the background slightly out wider, then you got more wide, and then more wide and more wide. So that's basically what we're doing here. A great visual to show you that would be like the S1 imager. It's kind of like that, how you just have it more wide. So it's basically we got the vocal down the middle, and then we're just like doing this with the with the background. So first vocal look like this, second vocal look like this, third vocal like this, right? And then kind of like that. So let's just take this off for now.
Would you know heaven if you seen it? Roll some ashes, I'm a phoenix. Cut me down, might just hit the ground. Let a nigga fly, let me make you proud. I took a different route. Man, my nephew getting bigger and my mother getting older.
Alright, boom, let's move on.
I'm like Vince above the rim. I was floating at my pain while I was facing all this pain. Then said I'd never last. They threw dirt all on my name. Look, yeah. I just made a move with it.
Then we got this vocal down here. This is a deep vocal.
For those that had it next, that ain't love them right.
All right, we're gonna come to that in a second. All right, so we got these ones right here. Now let's hear these. What are these vocals doing?
I just made a play. It's like give and go.
This is funny. All right, so bet. So these vocals right here is us in the studio just yelling it out, right? So it's just like one microphone, omnidirectional, and we had like myself, Uno's friend, and Uno, and we're all just yelling out the whole hook. So this is just our gang vocals here together. Okay, cool. So for this exact thing right here, it's great to just like put like mad reverb on this and like send it. Make sure that shit sound like we could go the direction where it's more in your face. So let's see what's up.
I just made a move with this info. I just made plays like even go. They was trying to buy me, so it's big roll. This one for my people standing 10 toes. Looking in the mirror, see myself. Looking at my brother, see the world. Looking at my pops, I see myself. One day you gon' figure out your worth. I just made a move with this info. I just made a plays like give and go. That worth. I just made a move with this info. I just made a plays like give and go. They was trying to buy me, so it's big and roll. This one for my people standing 10 toes. Looking in the mirror, see myself. Looking at my brother, see the world. Looking at my pops, I see myself. One day you gon' figure out your word. I just made a move with this info.
And then we just did the verify on the joint. Yeah, that was fun. All right, so now let's hear it. Now we got we work our way through all the vocals. So now we got this one little vocal right here. What is this?
Yeah, I just made a move with this info. I just made a plays like even go. Yeah, I just made a move with this info.
I could probably do something cool with this. Maybe just pan it.
Yeah, I just made a move with this info. Hey, look. Yeah, I just made a move with this info. I just made a plays like. Hey, look. Yeah, I just made a move with this info.
Okay, cool. So that's everything. Now we have these ad-libs, more ad-libs down here.
That I ain't love them right. Now I'm up like what is life? Came too far to call it quits. Bought my trooper cause I'm him. Had to dodge a pessimist. I'm like Vince above the rim. I was floating at my. Yeah, now this pain, look. Yeah.
All right, now let's listen to the OG compared to what we have. Make sure that we're still on track.
Hey, look. Yeah. I just made a move with this info. I just made plays like even go. They was trying to buy me, so it's big and roll. This one for my people standing 10 toes. Looking in the mirror, see myself. Looking at my brother, see the world.
All right, so for the vocals, these background vocals, this is the aux. So all these vocals here are going through this gang Vox aux. So I'm now gonna turn this down a bit so we have the lead vocal shine a little bit more.
10 toes. Looking in the mirror, see myself. Looking at my brother, see the world. Looking at my pops, I see myself. One day you gon' figure out your worth. Somebody tell.
This is basically the concept and the workflow of how to work with vocals. Like you unmute your vocals as you work along, and then you pan things, and you have to move things around. But like it'll come in more experience. Don't expect to get this like overnight. I'm just gonna use the S1 imager as well to make things a little bit more wide. But let's
10 toes. Looking in the mirror, see myself. Looking at my my brother see the world.
All the vocals down the middle, all the backgrounds.
One day you gon' figure out your worth. Somebody tell my mother that I'm straight now. My head and palm was face down. This for those that had a plan that kept them up at night. This for those that had an ex that ain't love them right. Now I'm up like what is life? Came too far to call it quits. While my trooper cause I'm him. Had to dodge a pessimist. I'm like Vince above the rim. I was floating at my pace while I was facing all this pain. Even said I'd never last. They threw dirt all on my name. Look.
Original. Armix.
This one for my people steady 10 jaws. Looking in the mirror, see myself. Looking at my brother, see the world.
We're gonna stop it there for now. We can already see that we didn't even use similar plugins. We used like a whole different approach when it comes to getting the vocal sound to sound great. We didn't even use the same plugins. We use different plugins because I know not all of you might have the same plugins I have. That's in my cheat sheet, and not all of you would have the same plugins that I use in the template and the preset that I have available for you to grab. If you can get similar plugins, that would be more ideal. If you have these exact plugins, that would be even more ideal because everything is just like plug and play. If you got to move some things around, take a minute or two, switch it around, use the same settings, and then adjust as necessary to your song. Okay.
One day you gon' figure out your word. I just made a move with the shit. I just made plays.
Yeah, like how we like switched it up at the end, all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you want me to go deep into any other things that might have popped into your head. Just leave a comment down below. I'll see your comment. I have a free resource in the description where you can grab it and get my entire preset and all these settings that I use on that as well, and other resources that are available to you. So check the description and grab the free stuff. That is it, my friend. I will see you in the next video. Peace.
One day you gon' figure out your word. I just made a move.